This is my great pleasure to give remarks as the chief special guest in this first international conference on economics in 2024, which we say that the FIS 2024 of Patna Multiple Campus Driven University on new emerging dynamics on development for promoting and innovations of and investment for stability and economic growth, which is running on this 20th and 29th March 2024 in Kathmandu. Congratulations to all the organizers, team members, paper presenters, commentators, chairpersons. This conference will focus on the investment, stability, and economic growth. This is a good platform for leading the academicians as an economist, social scientists, policymakers, business executives, research scholars, and students to share your knowledge and exchange ideas to new dimensions for economic development and to enhance the professional and academic capabilities of attendees, strengthening their knowledge and expertise in the areas of economics. This conference has focused on the 12 themes, which is already in this your program also, which I don't want to repeat again. So, the economy of Nepal is developing category and largely dependent on agriculture and remittance. The country has opened to economic liberalizations and leading to economic growth and improvement in living standards when compared to the past. The biggest challenge faced by the country in achieving higher economic development. The Nepal has consistently been ranked as one of the poorest countries in the world. During the last 60 years, Nepal's nominal GDP grew by only 9.2 times from $2.69 billion in 1960 to $24.6 billion in 2019. Whereas India grew by approximately 20 times from $149 billion to the $2.964 trillion, and China from $128 billion to the $11.500 trillion or the 90 times. In 2022, just over the 52.28% of Nepal's GDP came from its service sector. Agriculture contributed the second largest amount, while the 11% came from the industry sector. The majority of Nepalese population lives in the rural areas and are dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. Agriculture remains Nepal's principal economic activity, implying about 65% of population and providing 31.7% of GDP. Only about 20% of total area is cultivable, another 40.7% is forested, and most of the rest is mountainous. GDP is heavily dependent on the remittance. About 25% of the GDP of foreign workers. Subsequently, economic development in social service and infrastructure in Nepal has made dramatic progress. In fact, infrastructure development is one of the most important backbone of the economy, but it has not been well established yet. Transportation facilities is also very limited in Nepal. As a consequence, agricultural markets have not been flourished yet. Loan is higher than the grants in 2017 and 18. However, the grants was higher till the 2016 to 2017. Similarly, technical assistance is increasing smoothly. Imports is higher than the exports all these times in Nepal. Top 5 export destination countries are India, USA, Germany, Turkey, and China. And the top 5 countries of imports are India, China, Indonesia, USA, and Canada. The majority of foreign trade and foreign aids are with India and China due to the historical and the geographical regions. In addition, US, Japan, South Korea, Pakistan, Germany, and Poland are also the good partner for the foreign trade and aids. This situation remains remains largely unchanged, except that Nepal's trade with India on a yearly average makes up roughly 70, and the trade with China approximately 15% of the total foreign trade of the country. The foreign investors are China, India, USA, Japan, and South Korea. The foreign investor portfolio of Nepal is dominated by the China and India too. The two neighbors not only jointly constitute more than 70% of total inflows, but also they stand as equal contributors at approximately 30% each. Similarly, the top 5 destinations for overseas employment are the Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Qatar, UAE, and Kuwait. So remittance is not a permanent source of the economy. So Nepal has to take into consideration on time. So instead of going the human resource abroad every day, the government must be provided the opportunity for their good job guarantee in the country itself. Then there would not be any risk of remittance in future, which is not a permanent source of economy once again. The Economic Census report, that's the Central Bureau of Statistics 2021, also shows that the tourism is Nepal's 4th largest industry by employment. The sector provides employment for about 20% of economically active population and contributes about 3% on GDP. However, Nepal's tourism has not necessarily achieved its full growth potential. The number of international tourists in Nepal has been increasing over the years. Top 5 international tourists came from India, China, USA, Sri Lanka, and UK. However, the earning income from the tourism sector is low. Therefore, the quality of stay in Nepal has to be increased with high-cost program. Nepal's economy is anticipated to grow by 4.3% in fiscal year 2024, up from the estimated growth 1.9% in 2023. So, therefore, this conference has, will include all those matters which are, very much pertinent issues which you are going to discuss, and will get the very good comments to improve all those issues. And of course, this conference has, I think, that missing the gender and development issue and the informal economy as well, which are the most important part of emerging development and the cross-cutting issue, which is very relevant in the social inclusion in overall economy, whether it's in the normal situation or not. Further, the United Nations General Assembly has also approved a proposal to upgrade Nepal from the underdeveloped country to the middle developing country by the 2026. Therefore, we academicians have to be very much aware about the changing economic scenario as we require. The international conference is an occasion to meet, listen, discuss, share knowledge and information, and create a network with academia and the policymakers to plan for the building the Institute for Economic Development and Economic Growth with new emerging dynamics on development. And will exchange the scientific idea, inspire new research and new contacts for collaboration as well, so that we can go and work together to build the future of prosperity. Wishing all the best and success this 2 days international conference, FIS. Hope to see the second international conference on economics by Patan Multiple Campus once again. So wishing all the best, Lakshman sir and all the delegates. We can have this another conference soon, by the next year or somewhere else, and have a good day and good stay in Nepal. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.